Ayan, magandang hapon po sa lahat po nanonood ng Litrato Philippines at araw po ng Martes, no, September 13. At bago tayo mag-umpisa na makausap natin ng ating mga kandidata for today, no, papasukin muna natin mga report. But definitely bago po tayo mag-umpisa, magpapasok ng report, magpakilala ng ating mga guests, ay inimbitahan po muna namin kay manood ng programa Litrato Philippines. Mapapanood nyo kami ng live by Sky Cable Channel 224 at sa lahat po ng TV boxes and DTT boxes nationwide. At syempre, mapapakinggan nyo rin po kami sa aming talapihitan, DZRJ 10 AM at sa aming mga social media account, facebook.com/DZRJ 10 AM at sa aming YouTube channel, DZRJ 10 AM Radyo Bandido. At meron din po kaming TikTok account, TikTok account, DZRJ 10 AM. We would like to encourage everyone to follow and share, no? Then likewise, at the same time, kindly click the notification bell para naman po ma-update po kayo sa mga balita na nagaganap dito sa aming bansa. At meron din kaming apps, no? If you're far away and you are driving or working, you're not allowed to watch video, you can download apps, Radio Garden apps or Streama apps via iOS or Android. Then search DZRJ 10 AM. Simulcast po yan, sabay-sabay, yes. At before we start, no, introducing our candidate for today for Miss Earth 2022, we would like to start with the reports, no, with our Jojo Sikat, no. Alan, minungkahi ang pag-convene muli ng Social Security and Protection Cluster. Mula po sa report ni Sir Jojo Sikat. Sir Jojo, go ahead po.
Minungkahi nitong si Senador Alan Peter Cayetano sa gobyerno na i-convene o buuing muli itong Social Security and Protection Cluster upang tugunan itong pangangailangan ng mga manggagawang Pinoy. Sinabi ni Cayetano na kailangan ng holistic approach sa pagbibigay nga ng proteksyon sa mga manggagawa kasama na ang pagpapalakas nga sa mga kasalukuyang programa tulad nitong Assistant in Crisis Situation at TUPAD. Sinabi ni Cayetano na sa panahon ni dating Pangulong Joseph Persito Estrada, binuo itong Social Security and Protection Cluster kung saan nagpulong itong mga opisyal mula sa mga ahensya ng pamahalaan at non-governmental organization na may kaugnayan sa panlipunang proteksyon upang pag-isahin nga ang kanilang mga pulisiya. Kabilang dito ang Social Security System, Government Service Insurance System, Department of Finance, Department of Social Welfare and Development, at itong Department of Labor and Employment. Sa ngayon, ayon nga sa Senador, maaaring magtulungan ang DOLE at SSS upang i-maximize ang TUPAD program para patuloy na makatulong sa mga manggagawa mula sa epekto nga ng pandemya habang nire-reactivate din sila bilang nagbabayad na mga Social Security members. Dapat din aniyang palakasin ang safety net para sa mga manggagawang Pilipino upang mawala na itong pangangailangan para sa mga malakihang programang pang-ayuda katulad nga na may pinatupad sa kasagsagan ng pandemya. Ako, si Jojo Sikat, nagulat para sa DZRJ 10 AM, ang Radyo Bandido TV.
Maraming salamat Sir Jojo Sikat. Samantala, meron naman po tayong report, no, mula kay Sir Felix Tambongko. Pagbabakuna sa mga bata na may 3 hanggang 5 taon, no, ay pinumungkahi ng isang mataas na leader ng Kamara. Mula po sa report ni Sir Felix. Sir Felix, go ahead po.
Umapila ang isang mataas na leader ng Kamara sa National Government sa pamamagitan ng Department of Health na ikonsidera ang posibilidad ng pagbabakuna ng mga bata na may edad na 3 hanggang 5 taong gulang laban sa coronavirus disease o COVID-19. Sa ginanap na ugnayan sa Batasan Majority News Forum, sinabi ni House Deputy Majority Leader Lawrence Defensor ng 3rd District ng Iloilo na kahit mababa ang infection rate ng mga bata na nagko-COVID kaysa matatanda, subalit madaling kapitan umano ng infection. Sa pinakahuling kautusan ng Malacanang, papayagan na ang voluntaryong pagsusuot ng face mask sa mga non-crowded at outdoor areas. Kaya't kailangan ng mga bata ng proteksyon at ito ay ang bakuna. Una nang naghahay ng Resolution number 270 si Defensor na nananawagan sa DOH na isama ang mga batang may edad 3 hanggang 5 taong gulang.
I also filed resolution number 270 on August 16, 2022. It's a resolution urging the national government and the Department of Health to study and allow vaccination of children within the age group of 3 to 5 years old. In fact, hindi lang sana 3 to 5 years old. No? I had to change that because I found out that the United States is vaccinating 6 months ago. So sana mapagtuunan ito. I was very glad that OIC Secretary Bergeria was very receptive to my suggestions to the Department of Health. And in fact, we share the same data na more or less 2% of the infected rate are children under 5 years of age.
Sa kasalukuyan naman ay nakapagtala na ng 3,900 new cases daily ang COVID-19, mas mataas ng 13% kumpara sa nakaraang buwan. Maliban sa pagbabakuna sa mga bata, ay nikayat din ni Defensor ang DOH na may dapat na supply ng bakuna ng mga age group at tiyakin tuloy-tuloy na implementasyon sa vulnerable sectors nationwide para makamit ang layunin na pagkakaroon ng immunity sa buong bansa. Ako naman si Felix Tambong ko nag-uulat para sa DCRJ 10 ng Radyo Bandido TV.
Hi, I'm Pia Morato, and my program is Education Radio, aired every Saturday from 8 to 9 in the morning on Radio Bandido TV, simulcast on DZRJ 8:10 a.m., on Sky Cable Channel 224, TV Plus boxes, and on free-to-air TV, facebook.com, DZRJ 8:10 a.m., and our official YouTube channel. Don't forget to watch Education Radio every Saturday, where we take the streets into the classroom and the classroom to the streets.
Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Tita Carmen Ignacio, na nag-aanyaya sa lahat na samahan kami sa aming palatuntunang pulso ng sambayanan na sumasayang papawid araw-araw, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 6 hanggang alas 7:30 ng umaga, dito po sa Radyo Bandido TV, DZRJ 810 AM. At sa bayan din po kaming napapanood sa Sky Cable, Channel 224, sa facebook.com/DZRJ 810 AM. At maaari din po kayong mag-subscribe. Ito po ay inyong i-like, pindutin ang bell, at kung maaari po, ito ay inyong i-share sa inyong mga kaibigan, kamag-anak o kakilala dito po sa loob at sa labas ng bansa. Marami pong salamat.
Pagpasensyahan niyo na po at nawala po ako sa ating di ko alam kung ano pong problema ng ating internet connection. But anyway, we would like to introduce first, our candidate from Miss Earth France, she is 27 years old and living, of course, at Toulouse, France, in the southwest of France, she is a student in Master Digital Marketing. Her advocacy is the forest and the forest fires that are devastating in our planet, she have lived surrounded by forests, so she wants to preserve it and go run, walk, and biking. And everybody wants to enjoy the environment, of course. And this is the peak. We would like to introduce you our candidate, for Miss Earth France, no other than Miss Allison Carrasco. Hi, Allison. Good afternoon. Can you open your cam?
Hi.
Hi, good afternoon. I am sorry, it's I think it's morning in your country, right? Yes.
Yes.
It's 8 a.m. If I'm not mistaken, no. Anyway, before we proceed to our next guest, no, we would like to to ask more about France, no. Some people want to go in France, especially in Paris, no. That's what their dreams, no. To visit Paris at the same time. No, but can you tell us more? What are the places if we're going to France? What are the places? The best place to visit there aside from Paris, and of course, what are the food that France offered, no, to their tourists? Go ahead, Alison.
Um, I have my friends next to me to help me in English. It's okay?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Thank
She can translate whatever I said. No.
Yes.
The is your friend already here for whatever I told you earlier about France and what are the places to visit in France and what are the food offered for their tourists. Go ahead.
For me, the best endroit is southwest of the France. Southwest France.
Mhm.
I live in Toulouse,
Mhm.
the south, in the town, south. With the beautiful, for example, there is a lot of forest. I love hiking, so je suis toujours dans les forêts. Hein? I'm raising for the forest. There is Bordeaux, see, for the wind. A lot of.
Okay. Can someone help to elaborate your explanation? Sir, I hope you can hear. Can you speak? It's okay. We can hear your voice. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Mais t'as plus proche.
Non, mais je suis bien. Ouais, je suis bien. Mais en fait,
Can you speak? It's okay. You just speak. You don't need to go to the front of camera so that we can understand Alison what you are saying. Can you more elaborate what she answered earlier?
she want to say that France is a diversified country, so we have many places to discover, not only Paris, obviously. Paris is a wonderful city to discover the main culture of France. However, we can go to many places such as Bordeaux, Toulouse, which are big cities, and we can go hiking in France to discover
Wow.
diverse places such as mountains. We have valleys, valley, if I didn't do a mistake, etc. So it's pretty interesting to go to France and to take the time to see this city.
How about the food, sir?
Could you please repeat?
The food.
The pool?
Yeah.
The pool?
The food they offer in France for their tourists.
Pool.
Food.
Pool, I don't understand pool.
I understand fishing.
Food is something to eat.
Ah, qu'est-ce qu'on peut manger?
Ah, what you can eat? Oh, you can eat. You can eat the baguette to start. Baguette with wine.
Baguette.
Oh, we have France is a great country for the food.
Lots of bread, something like that. Bread.
Yes, breads. Yes, bread, cheese. However, there are more than that. We have uh, two kind of culture, gastronomic culture. We have the high gastronomic culture and the people gastronomic, the popular the gastronomic for man for all day and
Mhm.
all. So
Okay.
you can try different kind of food. Each city has his specialty. For instance, in
Mhm.
Toulouse, we have the cassoulet,
Wow.
and
Mm-mm. Anyway, sir, thank you very much for that. And let's clap for Allison for giving us more information about their country. Let's go to the Philippines. I know Allison is interested to know more about Philippines, so we would like to introduce our candidate, no? And of course, our Filipino fans also tried, no, also to support many Filipina candidates here, no, who representing our country. At the same time, we are more proud to tell you about our products and, of course, the places you can visit here in the Philippines. But before we do that, we would like to introduce you first so that for some people who are watching from France, or so that you can know better, no, about our candidates. Anyway, she is only 19 years old and a second year BS psychology student. She entered no industry as print ad and commercial model, working with prestigious magazine and endorsement brand. As an environment advocate, she is using her title as Miss Philippines Earth 2022 to the fullest of by volunteering, raising awareness, and bringing to light her advocacy. Let's welcome our candidate from Philippines, no other than Miss Jenny Ram. Hi, Jenny. Good afternoon. Long time no see.
Hi. Yes. Long time no see. I'm happy to be back.
Yes. Anyway, I know there's a lot of people who are watching us, not only from the Philippines, of course, but can you tell us more about Philippines so that, like Allison and her friend and his friend wants to know better about our country, and of course, you can tell whatever places you want to promote, no? And of course, our specialty food, no, that you can offer when they visit Philippines. Go ahead, Jenny.
Well, I am so excited to be the host country for Miss Earth. It's so exciting because the Philippines has so much to offer. We have so much ecotourism spots. Something that I really want to promote would be Coron, Palawan. Of course, I think
Wow.
everyone knows that this is where our Miss Earth Philippines was hosted. So all of us candidates, we were able to visit there. And for me, that was the first time. So I really saw firsthand the beauty of Coron, as well as the ecotourism and all the beauty that it has there. And at the same time, we're known to have these beautiful beaches here in the Philippines. So of course, there's Boracay, there's Siargao. For those who know how to surf, maybe they will enjoy Siargao. And I think it would be really interesting if we could visit all the regions, which is the Visayas, Luzon, and Mindanao. I think that this would be such a great experience for all the candidates. And I think that this would be such a great time for them to see all the places in the Philippines, because for some, I'm sure it will be their first time. So it's something that will be very exciting.
How about the food? So what food you will offer to them, to Allison and the people who are watching us from France as well?
Yes, well, I definitely think that everyone has to try halo halo for dessert. After our meals, I think it would be so delicious because it's one of our Filipino delicacies.
What
And
is halo-halo so that we can elaborate more? So
halo
they're
halo.
very clueless about halo-halo.
Yes, it's like kind of like an ice cream, but it's shaved ice. And then it's a weird mixture of things. Sometimes it has beans, sometimes it has jello. Yes, it's just a combination of a lot of things, but as Filipinos, we really like it.
The halo-halo is one of our desserts, no? And one of the coolest, what do they call that? Panghimagas, no? I just forgot, dessert, no? Ang English ng panghimagas, no? Actually, this is just, like Jenny said, it has a shape of ice, and then it's mixed with some milk and sweetness like honey. Sometimes they put arnibal or the sugar mixture, and then sometimes they put um, uh, taro on the top of it, and our Filipino delicacy leche plan. No, I know it's
Yes.
already made also from Spain. No, leche plan was inherited. No, from that country as well. No, but most of the ingredients of halo halo is a mixture of fruits. No,
Yes.
sweetened fruits. No, lot of fruits, and it's mixed. No, in a glass. No, and it's very sweet, and you will enjoy it when you visit here, Alison. I'm definitely sure with your friends, no, or with your crew, no, when they tasted, no, our halo halo. Is that right, Jenny?
Yes, it's definitely a must try.
Anyway, let's go for another topic. No, let's start first with Miss Philippines, Miss Earth. No, as do we know, we will ask. No, we have a lots of pageant in the world like Miss World, Miss Earth, Miss Universe, Miss Intercontinental, Miss International, Miss Globe. Uh, can I ask Jenny why did you choose Miss Earth over this prestigious pageant that we have also available in the Philippines? Go ahead, Jenny.
Yes, well, the Philippines is known as a pageant powerhouse because we have a lot of pageants here, not only the
Yes.
international ones, but also just the national ones. We hold
Mm-mm.
a lot. But I chose Miss Earth because the advocacy is something that I relate to. It's something that I've always believed in, especially when I was a child. It was something that my parents taught to me at a very young age to instill the value of taking care of everything here on Mother Earth, which is the fauna as well as our planet. And once I learned about Miss Earth, I saw the platform and the ability it has to really create awareness towards others. And it's something that I really wanted to touch on, something that I wanted to be a part of, because this way I know that I could also have a difference in saving the earth.
Wow, no? Anyway, let's move to Alison so we can ask as well. No, Alison, I do know in France there's a lot of pageant as well, like Universe, Miss World, Miss Intercontinental, Miss Globe. Why did you choose Miss Earth over this prestigious pageant available in France?
Je dis en français, tu dis en anglais.
Mhm.
En fait, pour moi, j'ai choisi Miss Earth parce que il y a le côté de par rapport à la planète qu'il faut l'entretenir, que c'est super important maintenant, encore plus actuellement. Et donc c'est pour ça que pour moi c'était normal de me tourner plus vers Miss Earth que vers Miss Univers, etc.
Okay, so she chose Miss Earth because there is this side of the taking care of Earth, taking care of our Mother Earth. So it's natural for her to turn in front of Miss Earth instead of the other.
Wow, no, that's good answer as well, no. Anyway, can we, since you are there already, I do know Allison has work after this, so we must rush everything for her. No? Anyway, can we ask, sir, to Allison, recently, no, especially this year, 2022, there's a lot of things happened, not exactly usual things happen in our country. For example, like in South Africa, um, they had the snow this year, no, which is there's a very hottest country, but it's been stormed by snow. And then the one I talked yesterday is Belgium, which is they never had experienced a flood, no, in their country, but this year they have floods. um, can you tell us what are definitely things, no, or disaster happened in France recently, which is not usual to you? Can you tell us that, Alison?
What is that, bro? The forest that burns. 40 degrees.
Yes, for the forest has burned this summer, a lot of dans le monde entier.
In the world.
In the world.
So, we had not enough food, and we had the forest that burnt, as in Bordeaux, for example.
So this is the only year happens to you that you experience a hottest weather in your country right now.
It is more and more.
This year, I mean this year.
Oh.
Is it
Could
a
you-
yes?
Could you repeat, please?
I mean, so means this is the year who experienced the hottest temperature in France this year. I mean, recently this year.
Yes, it is this year.
I mean, this is the hottest temperature you had in France this year.
You want to know the temperature? We had for 40 degrees. For 40 degrees, yes. I only know the degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit.
Okay, Celsius, no? 40 degrees Celsius. Actually, we had here also in the Philippines just like that weather, no? And sometimes it's 52. You agree with me, Jenny?
Yes, it's very hot.
Yeah. So you must be prepare yourself, Alison, when you visit Philippines because most of our hottest weather here is 40 between 40 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius. So you better bring your sunblock with you
Yeah.
if you had something so
And lots
that
of
you
tank
will not
tops
able
too.
you will still maintain your beauty when you're staying here in the Philippines. Let's go to Jenny so that other country will know, no, what are the recent changes, no, in our weather or happened. No, recently, you know, we have a lot, no, like earthquakes, um, um, storm. Can you tell us more about that, Jenny? Go ahead.
Yes, well, I definitely agree with you. The Philippines is known to be a very tropical, hot climate. But recently, during the summer, we experienced such heat waves, and it was hotter than usual, hotter than the past years, as well as our typhoons, our rainy season. I realized that our rainy season, it came a bit delayed, but then when it came, it really had such huge rainstorms. And just last month, there was a very big earthquake, especially in Manila.
Yes.
I was very scared.
Mm-hmm.
I went from Manila all the way to Pampanga,
Abra, yeah.
as well. Yes, earthquake Abra. So there's a lot of strange things that are happening that usually doesn't happen every year, but it just shows how global warming and climate change is definitely real, which is why we definitely have to combat it by educating everyone what they could do to help prevent these things.
Yeah. Actually, I agree with Jenny, you know, with the threat of climate change. There's a lot of things happened in every country, which is not usual, no? With them, no? Just like what Miss Belgium said yesterday, lots of people has a flash flood up to their second floor of their houses, no? And they never experienced this for the rest of their life. No, this is the first time they had a big flash flood in Belgium. That's why they are very, you know, where the waters came from. No, it's just bring by the lot by the thunderstorm. No, they have actually they have rains there, but that rain is not usual. No, they bring a lot of water. No, in their country recently. That is why they feel now. No, the climate change. No, that's why um in you, no, Alison, in your country, you have a lot of, I think it says cold weather. You are agree with me, Jenny? Have you been in France, Jenny? Not
Yes,
yet.
I actually did. I've been
Oh,
to France before when I was younger.
mm-mm.
I was in 2018. Ah, if you could see it, you can't really see it. It's
Mm.
Paris.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, so
You've
I'm
been
very
in your.
glad to be here with Allison, our Miss France, because I was able to experience it there almost for I think about 4 days I was there
Mm-mm,
because I toured around Europe. I wish I was able to stay in France longer. I want to
mm-mm.
try more of the foods and see more of the museums. Unfortunately, the time was so little because there's so much to see in France. So I'm very lucky to have gone. It was a family trip.
Mm. Would you believe that country they have a cold weather there?
Yes, it was so cold. I was not used
It's
to
so cold.
it. Yes, I didn't
Oh,
expect it to be that cold. So when I went there, I had to layer lots of
mm-mm.
outfits.
Oh, that's it. So that's why when they have a 40 degrees Celsius hotter
Mm,
temperature, they are affected. No, with that
yes.
kind of heat. No, they're not usual. I mean, they're not used to have that particular
Mm.
temperature. No, in their country. But anyway, let's move about the preparation. No, for the pageant. Since Jenny, you're the last one that I talked to, can I ask what are your preparation for the pageant this coming November? No, I think they are coming in November, but you're
Yes.
going to have a start virtual activities on October. You know, and I'm
Yes.
also excited to watch. No, every candidate to have to present their echo video. But first, let's hear to Jenny. Jenny, what are your preparation for this upcoming pageant of Miss Earth 2020?
Yes, well, it is very soon in November, so only 2 more months to go. So I'm preparing as early as now. I think what's very important is to educate myself on current events that's happening, not only in the Philippines, but as well as other countries as well, the kind of
Mm-hmm.
climate that crisis that they're experiencing. So I want to be able to tackle all these problems and to be very informative of what's going on. So I will be able to know where to strengthen in my advocacy as well as my knowledge towards these things. But I also am learning, training in terms of passerella, Q&A, because I want to be the best version of myself. I want to probably represent the Philippines. So I have lots of preparations upcoming.
Wow, that's good to hear. Let's clap to Jenny. I hope you will win this crown no, this year. But anyway, let's hear about Allison. Allison, I'll ask you the same. What is your preparation for upcoming Miss Earth 2022? Go ahead, Allison.
Yes, I try to work my English. It's very, very important.
It's
And
okay.
my, and my passerella too. I prepare my wardrobe. Uh, a lot of preparation because it's very important. I'm first working my English because my English is very
Yeah. Okay,
bad.
it's okay, no? I hope you will bring a translator with you, no, when you coming here the Philippines so that you will not you will be able to learn as well, no, little by little while you are in the pageant. Will you? Will you bring your own interpreter?
The France, no.
No, you will not. Oh my god. Anyway, I will ask you another question, Allison. This time, it's more about your advocacy. Can you share more about your advocacy, Allison?
J'entends ce que je veux faire.
Okay.
My advocacy is is the forest. Uh, because for me it's very important for the planet. So it's very fun because the people, quand les gens votent leur maison, ça coûte
People throw the dishes.
Mm-hmm.
People throw that dishes. Yeah.
Can you tell us? Can you tell us more, sir, so that we can hear, no, what Allison had, no, for Miss Earth, no, in her advocacy.
Yes. Okay. So her advocacy is to warn about people throwing their waste, especially the cigarettes, because it was that was at the beginning of the forest that burnt. We talk a lot of the forest that burned
Because of the cigarette, tobaccos, right?
Yes, exactly. And it shocked us to see all this waste after all these animals that couldn't escape from the forest and the farm. So basically, this is her advocacy.
It is sad to hear, no, some of the animals did not survive, no, in the forest fire, no. What particular forest you had in France that you are experienced a large scale of forest fire recently?
The forest, sure.
No, a lot of different forests in France. So
what are the recent has been experienced a forest fire? Which one? Which forest?
Brush forest.
Brush forest.
Wow.
A lot of brush forest.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you know that, Jenny, that particular place in France?
I have heard of it.
You haven't heard of it. Anyway, thank you very much for that answer. No, can we ask also Jenny about your advocacy so that the people who are watching us right now, you will know, they will know, no, what Jenny brings, no, or had, no, in Miss Earth 2022 in her advocacy. Go ahead, Jenny.
Yes, well, this time around, my advocacy is for the farmers. This was something I tapped in when I was a candidate for Miss Philippines Earth. And now that I'm representing the Philippines, I want this to be my main focus, since the Philippines is known as a country abundant in agriculture. But unfortunately, the farmers, they're not as appreciated in the other countries. Here in the Philippines, it's not seen as glamorous, and some of the younger generation do not want to be farmers anymore. Actually, it's come to the point where we have to import rice here in the Philippines, which is sad because we have a lot of rice fields. But now we're getting it from other countries like Thailand. So I think that we definitely need to appreciate these farmers, have them have the equal rights as us. We need, because once we do this, it will improve the economy in our area. And not only that, but we will also get better quality products at lower prices, which will also help the environmental problems here. And that is why I am advocating for them, as well as for sustainable farming.
Wow, no, that is a good advocacy. No, actually, I do support, no, those farmers, no, especially when they are harvesting their products, no, and share it to our most Filipino people at the lower price. But sometimes, no, we've been a bit sad, no, not that too much, no, but a little bit sad because some of our government prepared, no, to import, no, agricultural product than the other country than promoting our own products
Yes, when we
itself.
should be supporting local.
Yes, we should, no, and like just like what happened in Batanes, no, they declaring we have a lot of tawag dito, kakulangan. I mean, less supply of garlic, but in Batanes they have a lot of almost 25 tons, no, and they are they are willing to sell it at a lower price, no,
Mhm.
in other provinces, so that they can have a lower supply of garlic, no. But I don't know with the government, no, why they prepared to import garlic in other countries than promoting our own
Mhm.
garlic. But anyway, can we ask some question here? I have a lot of, not actually, at least two question for you. It's okay, Allison and Jenny. I hope you will didn't mind this question. Um, for you, what is the great mistake of the mankind? Let's go first with Jenny. Jenny, for you, what is the greatest mistake of mankind?
Mm. Well, I think mankind greatest mistake is also intertwined with something that's an advantage of us would be technology. Of course, technology has helped civilization and society, but at the same time, too much of this technology is bad. For example, the cars sometimes
Mm-mm.
emits the pollutions into the air.
Carbon dioxide, yes.
Factories. Yes.
Mm-mm.
And because of this, it harms the environment, but it also harms us. It harms our lungs and it could lead to
Mm-mm.
cancer. And this is just all man-made products that we kind of do
Yeah.
ourselves. That's why I think that we really have to lower the usage of these things, especially when we're at home and we're not using something. Let's turn it off, let's unplug it so that
Yeah.
our electricity will not cause more harm than good. So I think
Yes.
as humans, we just have to be wise with the things that we do and the things that we use at the same time.
Wow, no, let's clap to Jenny, no, for her, no, cars and other power emitting products, which is can harm, no, not only our environment but also our health, no. That was her answer. Anyway, let's go to Allison, sir. I know you hear my question earlier. What for you, no? What do you think is the greatest mistake of mankind?
Ok. Donc pour moi, c'est que ça va trop, enfin, on va aller trop vite, donc et on pense pas aux conséquences qu'il y a sur la planète.
For her, it is most because the mankind go more and more faster and faster, and there is no they are not wise enough to transform this error in a benefit. This to sum up what Alison said, it's because we are more in the fast world. We are in the fast world, but fast consumption, fast consumption. Yes, that's all.
Donc après, enfin, il y a beaucoup de styles, on construit beaucoup d'immeubles, de maisons,
Okay.
et donc après, il y a les conséquences de l'inondation, parce que, enfin,
Yes, yes. For instance, the density, we are building more and more building, and they are wasting the ecology. And
Mm-hmm. No, that's just I do know that there's a lot of things, buildings, built, no, everywhere. Sometimes they destroy the forest, no, in order to to bring or build, no, their projects, no, like residentials, office, something like that, high towers, something like that, amenities or parks, no, sometimes, no, but definitely, I think people should limit, no, the capacity to expand, no, more, no. Sometimes we destroy a lot of things, no, especially in the forest, no, which we expand, but the animals getting, lesser space, no, for their homes, no. I know both of you will agree with me with that, no. That's why we must limit, no, our capacity to use, no, or expand, no, our territory as well, no. Like building, like sometimes, not only buildings, sometimes factories has made somewhere in the provinces, and then they cut everything there, to put up that particular factory to satisfy, no, or to produce more some of the products. And aside from that, aside cutting trees or they destroy the places, also they are emitting a large volume of carbon dioxide from their factories. No, that's why we are like what Jenny said. No, sometimes it's good, but it's harm. No, not only our health but also our environment. Anyway, I have a last question for you before we ask. No, you to thanks those people who help you. Um, Here is my question. No? Um, um, what will you do? No. Okay. Well, no. It's a matter of love problem. No? Okay. If you're going to have the opportunities to talk to God, no, and ask you what are the three things you want Him to fix, what is it? Go ahead, Jenny. If you're going opportunity to talk to God and ask you three things you want him to fix, no? What is it?
Well, I really like that question. So, if I had
Mm.
the opportunity to talk to God and ask Him to fix three things, the first one that I will start with would be to fix the climate crisis that we are currently facing. I want for all of these endangered species to become stronger in numbers so they're no longer close to extinction. At the same time, I want there to no longer be this unbalance of temperatures. I hope that the climate everywhere in the world will be the same
Yes.
as it usually is. And then my second wish would be to end poverty because, especially here in the Philippines, there's a lot of poverty going on. And this is something that's so unfortunate because nobody deserves to live this way. I
Yeah.
believe that everyone should have the equality to experience the same things because our world is so beautiful and there's so much nice things. However, because sometimes others they take too much than what they need, but then it leads that there's no more for others, for the other
Yes.
lesser people.
Mm-mm.
And for my third thing that I would want to change would maybe be um I would want to end corruption in governments because I think that this is the root of a lot of
Ego.
problems. Yes,
Mm-mm.
which is
Mm-mm.
the ego, and this is something that's so unfortunate because although in some countries it may be more prominent, but the truth is that it's all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sometimes
Yes.
more hidden. So that's why I think
Mm-mm.
that because of corruption, this is why we have poverty. This is why sometimes nobody really focuses on the government, on the
Mm.
environment. So I think if we were to eliminate the corruption, then we would have equal opportunities for everyone.
Yes.
So
No,
yeah,
I think
we talked about it would be all.
thank you very much for that, Jenny. I love your answer. I think that the last things, no, or the last request, no, Jenny to God is to eliminate, no, not only corruption, but it caused by greediness, no. I think, no, that was the exact, attitude that she wants to eliminate it, no, the greediness of the people, no, just like what she said, no, most people taking many, no, than usual, so that the others don't have, no. So it should be, no, eliminate that sin, no, the greediness. I think this is the best option also, no, to end up the corruption, no, when no one's greedy, no, for power and money, everybody will able, no, to perform their own duties, and also will perform their own share, no, to our people and mankind. No? Anyway, let's go to Allison. Same question, sir. Can you translate it to Allison?
Yes.
If we're going to have a chance, no, or opportunity to talk to God, no, and ask three things to fix, no, I mean, you want to fix, no, I mean, you want to fix it with God, no, what are the 3 things you will request to God to fix things?
Vas-y, parle en français, je traduis.
Voilà, j'en donne les 3.
Vas-y.
Donc, pour moi, le premier, ça serait de diminuer la fast fashion parce qu'il y a beaucoup trop d'événements qui sont en production. Donc, voilà.
Okay. Firstly, is to lower the fast fashion because the fast fashion is at the beginning of many waste and many problems.
Le deuxième, ça serait, comme on avait dit avant, diminuer tout ce qui est construction, d'éviter de faire trop d'immeubles parce que ça détruit l'environnement autour de nous.
Okay. Secondly, she would like to stop the building and the density because it is destroying the world and the place.
Le troisième, ça serait d'essayer de réduire la consommation de tout ce qui est électronique.
Okay. The thirdly, we would like to lower the consumption of electronic devices because it is like the fast fashion. It is at the beginning of many problems.
Wow, no? Let's clap also to Alison. Everybody, I think, no, they are also concerned not only for the environment but also some people, no, who has level up their not only their greediness but taking power on opportunity and lessen, no, the others' opportunity as well, no. Maybe someday, no, they will realize na being alive here in the country, I mean in this world, no, we should, no, not only share our blessing to others but also help them, no, to survive as well, or teach them to survive, no. Or some people are not capable to have a proper education, so maybe we can guide them. This is the least we can do to them, no, in order to assist, help, and teach, no. This is a better way, no. Sometimes teaching them make them, some ano ba tawag doon? Ano ba yun? No, if you were going to give more to the people, they become lazy, no. So it's better also to teach them, no, in order to learn, no, how to survive by themselves, no. It is a part of growing up, and I know everybody knows how to do it, no. Especially those children who are actually some people, especially the children, are asking about to lessen their works in their school, no. But this is, everybody came from that, no. We struggle on studying, no, most of us, no. And when we are going to education, we have to learn more, no, and suffer from the consequences and also the activities given, no, or tasked by the schools. Anyway, I'll give you opportunity to thanks those people who helped you. Let's start to Alison. Alison, whom do you like to thanks to in this pageant? Go ahead.
Aimerais-tu remercier dans ce pageant?
Toutes les personnes qui me soutiennent et toutes les personnes qui sont là pour m'aider à ma préparation et même les personnes que je ne connais pas qui sont là pour et qui me montrent leur affection envers moi sur les réseaux sociaux.
She would like to thank everybody that supports her, even those that she don't know, and the people that helped her to be prepared.
Okay. Thank you very much, Alison, for that. How about you, Jenny? Would you like to thank some people who helped you in this pageant? Go ahead.
Yes, well, I want to say thank you to all the Filipinos who are rooting for me, who are rooting for our country, the Philippines. Thank you for always supporting me, as well as to my fans and family. I want to say thank you to my mom, who I know that she's watching, so thank you to her, as well as my team who is helping me, my makeup artist, my hairstylist, and as well as my designers. We have such exciting pieces to show for you all for our costumes and for our photographers. So I'm really excited to release those during our competitions. So, and also thank you to all of my sponsors who are helping me during this journey. And I also want to say thank you to Sir Mike for having us, all of us
Thank you.
candidates.
Oh, hope to see you soon, when you we have an activities here in the Philippines. I mean, in Miss Earth 2022. We will meet for sure, no? Definitely
Yes.
somehow somewhere in November, no? Anyway, thank you very much, Jenny, and Tito Rog. Thank you. Hello. How are you?
Yes,
You're
thank
okay
you, good
also.
Peter Raj.
Oh yeah, and hi Allison, and to your can I know the name of the person who helping you right now?
My name is Romain.
Paul?
My name
Romain.
is Romain.
Ona.
Romain.
That's right.
Romain.
Romel.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Romel and Allison, and to the people of France. How are you? And I hope you're doing well there. And it's a good morning in your country right now. And keep safe, everyone. And see you again tomorrow with the next batch of Miss Earth Queens. Thank you very much, Jenny, and to the delegates of and crew of Philippine team. No, congratulations to all of you, and also in France team. No, thank you very much. Susunod na po yung programang SOS na kasamang Johnny Gomez. Maraming salamat po. See you again tomorrow, 2 to 3 p.m. Keep safe, everyone, and bye-bye po. Thank you.